Hey guys, this is day 9 of the series. There's a second life after this one, an eternity. And we're living every day knowing that Jesus is going to be back soon, real soon. Today I've been urged to tell you guys that we need to pick a side. There are so many warnings already that match the biblical warnings. And there is no time. There is no time to keep falling every day. Keep coming back to God. Falling every day. Coming back to God. An illustration that I watched from Impact Video. You should definitely watch the channel Impact Videos Ministries. It's really good and it prepares us for these things, informs us. You should definitely watch from that channel. And it's nice animations too. So back to the illustration. The guy spoke about his youth pastor when he was in college. He gave an example. I'll show you that example right now. Let's say that this is toilet water. Yeah? And this is some nice fresh tap water that's really drinkable. So now let's do this and pour some water, some toilet water in here. Does anyone want a drink? Would any of you drink this? Huh? I guess some of your answers are no. Maybe most of your answers are all of you. Because I wouldn't. Now that's the same thing as sin. Because there was barely any toilet water in there. So you should be able to drink it. Barely any. Sin destroys things completely. This water that was drinkable just a few seconds ago with just a few drops and pours of this sin, it's completely gone now and it's not drinkable anymore. That's how sin is. And we need to end those little sins that we're doing daily. That goes to me too. We need to pick a side. Are you gonna be hot or cold? Are you going to be for Jesus or for the world? There is a Bible verse about what Jesus says for people who don't want to pick a side. I'll show you. Revelations 3 verse 15 to 16. Apostle John writes here what God is saying. It says here, I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you are either one or the other. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. What did you get from that verse? God wants us to pick a side. It's not all about the words, I love Jesus, I'm a Christian, I see the world in a new way. Yeah. But then behind closed doors, it's something else. And then on Sundays you're on fire for God. Or on Saturdays you're on fire for God. Then other days you're a completely different person. God wants people who are serious for Him and want to follow Him all the days of their lives. Not choosing a little of the world, a little of God, but completely. He does not like people who are lukewarm. Stop being at the middle. Choose a side. He's spitting out those lukewarm people out of His mouth. He doesn't like it. And as for me, I want to do things that God likes and do things that glorifies His name. Choose what you want to do for yourself. Really, I advise you to do what glorifies God's name and do what praises His name. Do what makes Him happy. Remember, it's not by our works, it's by grace. Because Ephesians 2 verse 8 to 9 says, For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith. And this is not from yourselves, it is a gift from God, not by works, so that no one can boast. You can't boast about your salvation because you didn't work for it. And the works we do here, the good things we do here, is not all about our salvation and being saved. If I don't do this good thing, I'm not going to make it to heaven. That's not it. Just do things that glorifies God's name. We've been saved by His grace. And I'm grateful for that. Doing things that glorifies His name brings us closer to Him. And that's part of picking a side. Currently I'm fasting from YouTube. Right, I'm using it. I'm watching those impact videos. Well, I'm fasting from the usual things I watch. The anime, fasting from scrolling on TikTok, because I want to get closer to God. And getting closer to God has to be intentional. Nobody wakes up and just wants to. You have to do it intentionally. I'm gonna make sure I do not watch my usual YouTube videos for I don't know how long, because I want to stop. Because those things don't bring me close to God. Scrolling on TikTok for hours doesn't bring me close to God. And that's part of picking a side. I want to be hot for Jesus. Do you want to be hot for Jesus? In the next video, we're going to be reading Revelations, and it's going to be an interesting time. I don't know if we're reading the whole of Revelations, but right now we're going to focus on the 7 churches that John the Apostle was sent to write messages to, because God gave Jesus the revelation, the knowledge, and Jesus was to send it to His servants. That's His servant. And John was to write to all of the churches, and we're going to go through each of those churches, all of the 7, which is the book of Revelations. I'll see you in the next one. Remember to stay on fire for Jesus, stay on fire for God every day. Being on fire for God is a lifestyle. Picking up your cross every day, letting go of your own desires and following Him. It's a conscious effort. I pray that we all make it to heaven and we are marked as His children. Keep going.